If you clicked on this video, I can guess at least one thing about you. That you're probably on some life-changing journey like I am. A journey you believe in. So I want to inspire you. And it's a different kind of inspiration because I'm not there yet. Let's talk. So I wanted to record this outside before for the better lighting, but the sound quality is so much better here, so let's go. So when I say it's a different kind of inspiration, it's because I'm yearning, just like most of you. I've put in the work, I've learned the skill, but I'm not yet profitable. Now I know this is a journey, there's no end game to this, but $10,000 is a milestone. And for me, it's a pretty interesting milestone because I can't gamble my way there. The only way I end up with $10,000 at some point doing this business is if I put in the time, the consistency, the patience, and the discipline. Of course, I'm not going to put a time cap on it. If you want to get this fast, you have to play it according to its rules. You can't rush this process. I've found that out the hard way. I mean, not exactly the hard way, but I found that out. So, Dr. Berry, let's talk, bro. If you're probably reacting to this video, if you're definitely reacting to this video, because, bro, like, if you're subscribed to this channel, man, I can promise you one thing, that I'll do whatever it takes to make this happen. Whatever it takes. It's hard. It's very hard. I swear, like, I've put in the work, come really far, but the closer you get, the more terrifying it starts to feel. Barry, let's talk. Yeah, if you're reacting to this video, you did it. You have $10,000 more than I have. That's a lot of money, bro. Like, how did you do it? How long did it take? How does it feel like to have that kind of money? Stay humble, bro. Stay humble. And one day you'll add another zero to that 10,000. Then you can react to the reaction of this video. It's a lot of reacts. But anyway, congratulations. You did it. You put in the work, you built the discipline, you probably have more than 1,000 subscribers. And let me say this, bro, I am mind blown by the kind of attention my channel is getting, by the way. 2 weeks ago, I had 21 subscribers. Now 460 legends have decided that I'm interesting enough to listen to, that I know something enough for them to pay attention to. Bro, that's an honor. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. And like I said, I know most of you are yearning like I am, and you understand and you can relate to the fears, man. I'm starting the FTMO challenge tomorrow, and to the people who watch my channel for the ICT content, I'll definitely show something on the charts. My model is the same. I've seen its efficacy. I'm going to stick to that, and I'll show a little bit on the charts later. But it's not supposed to be terrifying, but it is. I mean, right now I'm feeling pretty relaxed, sitting in my chair in my colorful, multicolored shirt, just talking. But sometimes I get scared. I have something that works, but I get scared because it's the unknown. And if you're venturing in unknown territory, it's always scared. It's not the first time I'm doing the challenge. I've done it twice and had repeats, mostly because sometimes, well, the first one was a blunder. The second one, I just stopped in the middle because I had to pay attention to school. And it's still scary. So I'm going to start. It's a Monday. Whatever comes out of it, we've begun work. I'll pass the 10K challenge. I believe I can. I have to believe. So I believe I can. I'll pass the challenge, move on to verification, get funded, use the profits to get more accounts and build up from there. Gotta start working, man. You can do this too. Believe in yourself. Trading is such a funny and very different business model. It's like, it's not about how much you know. It's about who you are. And when I first heard something like this, I was like, what are you even talking about? Isn't this all chart work? It's not. It isn't. When I realized that you need a kind of consistency in your personal life, you need some sort of discipline in your personal life, it changed how I approached trading because I wanted to make the money and I knew that I had to change my life to get there. Trading changes you before it gives you the lifestyle you want to have. And that is just amazing to me. So congrats, Dr. Berry. Fist bump. Good job. You did it. But right now, before I've seen this kind of, well, grace, it is scary. It is. When I first started learning trading, it was a mess, trying to find all the information and piece it together. But over time, I did. Because when I think about this as something I'm doing long term, I want to teach my little brother. I want to teach my kids, for God's sake. So I've been trying to figure out the best way to teach someone the logic behind trading. Because there's a specific way to think about the markets in order to be profitable. And it's not fair value gaps, it's not order blocks, none of that. It's a paradox of knowing and admitting that you don't know at the same time. You know what's going to happen, that's why you're putting money behind it, but you don't know what's going to happen. That's why you're managing your risk. That's why when you take a loss, you're moving on and not going to revenge trade. Keeping these paradoxes in your mind is something you have to practice and learn, and that's what makes trading hard. I'll make a video series in the future, if people are interested, on how to think about the markets. At first I thought psychology was an add-on to technical analysis. It is not. It's the foundation, and it's the concrete, it's everything. It's what holds it all together. Understanding the kind of person you are, how patient you are. Basically, it's sitting down and making a self-diagnosis of who you are, and figuring out those problems can help you orient you to the solutions you will find on the charts. I decided to focus on 1 minute time frame for a reason. I decided to learn ICT for a reason. I decided to focus on precision in the markets for a reason. And understanding yourself that way will save you a tremendous amount of pain. So bro, it's scary, but I'm keeping a positive attitude. Can you see this? I'm keeping a positive attitude because what else can you do? You can't be sitting down and folding your arms like petrified about what's going to happen. That only makes things worse. I'm keeping it positive, and I get the down moments. I get the down moments a lot, but if I'm not down, I'm keeping it positive, and I'm using that time to do as much work as possible. You can do this, man. I'm talking to myself and talking to you too. Whoever you are watching this video, do it the right way, and you can do it. Take it from me, I'm not profitable yet. I know it's a funny thing to say, but it's true. There's something that works, and you know it. It's the patience, it's the discipline, it's the consistency. It works. There's a logic behind it. And if you fail, you learn from your mistakes, you pick yourself right back up, and you try again. So I've decided that in every video, I'll share a little bit of chart work. Even if it's just a teeny tiny bit, I'll share. And here I have an example that you will definitely find interesting if you're interested in learning more about my model. So here we have buy side liquidity, right? I'm using the replay button, and I found this in hindsight while back testing. So as you can see, this is basically how my model works, right? This is the midnight open. This is the Asian session. The London kill zone opens at 2 right here with that candle. Okay, so we have price come down, and there's something important that happened. Look at these short dashes. Price took liquidity below that low, right? That low made in the Asian session, and then did a rally. So that's a liquidity grab, a market structure shift on the higher time frame. That is enough to give me a setup. Sometimes I use the daily time frame because basically I'm trying to find the narrative, and a lot of things contributed to this specific event happening. So I've been bullish on USD CAD, but if I don't get anything on daily bias, I can simply still go with this very simple idea. Market structure shift, they left a fair value gap, if you can see right in here. That's a 15-minute fair value gap. Now the price doesn't have to come in the fair value gap necessarily. I looked inside this breaker, because this bullish candle, that's a breaker block. I looked inside the breaker to find my model on the 1 minute time frame. And spoiler, this is a trade where I'd miss out. That's why I think it's interesting to show. Because look at what happened. So price is coming all the way down, and I'm waiting for it to hit the breaker, and it does, right? So right there, I'm waiting to see a market structure shift with displacement and price leaving the fair value gap. It's already there, even, right? Pause. This is buy side liquidity. It just rallies upwards. And I consider the setup invalid once price takes out buy side without filling my fair value gap. And that's exactly what it does. So there's a trade I'd miss out on, and yeah, it sucks, but you can't do anything about it. If I got filled, it would be pretty nice. This is how I manage the position. I put my entry right on top of the fair value gap, and my stop, just like ICT taught in the model, below this candle here. Target this for my 3 RR, and I'm good. Yep. So hope you guys found some value in this. Let's make a cool outro. So I'm gonna end the video here. If you made it to the end, you're a totally different kind of legend. If you found value in this video, like and subscribe, and yeah, catch you in the next one.